What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited. We're always super excited over here on my channel, but today I'm super pumped because we are gonna be checking out a brand new collection and we're gonna be doing a review, first impressions on the new Urban Decay Beach collection. My lights are like reflecting off of this, but look at how pretty this is. The packaging just makes me want summer. I'm super eager to jump into this. I've seen swatches and stuff, or actually, I don't know that I've seen swatches, but I've seen pictures of the inside of the palette and I'm like, oh my God, it looks beautiful. So I wanted to do a full video on it for you guys so I can test it out for you. Before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already. It'll be the first link right down below in the description box. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so this is the Urban Decay Beach collection. We have two bronzers right here in eyeshadow palette, which is what I saw, which looks stunning. We have two eyeliners and then three lipsticks. So we're gonna test everything out today. I think first I'm gonna test out the palette. Before we get into the products, I do wanna let you guys know that I do believe this collection is Ulta exclusive. At least that is where it's gonna launch first. The day that I'm filming this video, it's April 27th, Friday. You guys are probably gonna see this Saturday or Sunday, so a couple days after, but it launched today on Ulta. I don't know if it's gonna be coming to Sephora, but right now it's at Ulta. But yeah, this is what the palette looks like. Again, super cute packaging, and then when we open it up, I just thought this was beautiful. I love the colors. I love how they're warm tone neutrals, which you guys know are my thing, but then we do have those beautiful pops of blue, which I think is so pretty for the summer. So I thought the palette looked really beautiful. We'll have to see obviously how it performs. You're getting 8 shadows in here. There are a mix of both mattes and shimmers, and this is gonna retail for $34, and there is a big mirror on top here. So we're gonna go in on our eyes with this. I'm gonna go in with Daybreak first in my crease. So I'm just getting this on a fluffy crease brush. I'm gonna blend that in. Ooh, we got pigment. That's good. I know when I did the Urban Decay All Nighter palette, like when I tried that out, I loved the matte shadows, but I thought that the kind of like shimmery ones left more to be desired. So I'm hoping in this palette it's a little bit different because the shimmers in this palette look so pretty. So I'm hoping for the best. But this matte seems to be very beautiful, very pigmented, and blending out really nice. So just gonna blend that up so we have that nice neutral transition. I do actually think that this shade is like the only true matte. The first shade Salt looks like it's not like super shimmery. The other ones are pretty shimmery. This is like the only real true matte in the palette. So I do appreciate that they did throw that in there, just so we do kind of have that neutral shade. And this is a deeper shade. Like to be a neutral, like on me, normally I would go in with one that was a little bit lighter, but it can still totally work. And I think that's great too, because it'll probably suit more skin tones that way, that it is a little bit of a deeper shade. So I don't mind that at all. And I still think that it looks really pretty. Then I'm gonna go in with the deepest shade Wedge and use this to deepen up the crease. Pop this in. Ooh, this is a pretty shade. I definitely need to use those blues. I think I'm gonna do them at my lower lash line. I think that would be really pretty. Kind of a nice like pop of color, something a little different. Next, I'm gonna jump in with Heat Wave. This looks so pretty. This is like a really warm tone brown. I'm gonna pop this onto the outer part of my eye. Ooh, wow, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this shade though, obsessed. These shimmers seem to be super pigmented and like true to the Urban Decay that I know. This is like beautiful. I love this. And I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of that on a crease brush and just bring it up into that outer crease as well. Then on the rest of the lid, I'm gonna go in with 16th Street. I have to use this shade, it looks so pretty. I'm gonna pack this guy on the rest of the lid. Now see, this shade isn't as pigmented, I feel like, as the other ones have been, which is kind of weird because I liked this shade. And you can build it up, like now that I'm building it, I'm getting more pigment. The other ones, like I only literally did my brush like once or twice and they were like so pigmented. This one is a little bit less. And I do think a lot of times with like super shimmery shades like this, the best way honestly to apply them is with like your finger. But I don't have the like ability really to do that with how long my nails are. I can't really apply eyeshadow with my finger, but yeah, this shade I don't really like that much. All the other ones are bomb. This one I'm not crazy about. To highlight, I'm gonna go in with Salt. I'm just gonna pop this guy on the brow bone. This is a very pretty highlight. And I also am gonna pop that in the inner corners too. All right, now as promised, we need to use these blues. So they're both so pretty. I might just use like a mixture of both of them. I'll swatch them separately after. I'm gonna swatch both of the blues and I'm gonna swatch Blaze as well because I don't really have a use for that with my eye look today, but all the other colors I use. So I'm gonna use both of these on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna mix them together and then I'll swatch them separately so we can look at the differences. I'm just gonna work this down here. Ooh, super pretty. This is giving me such summer vibes, which is like exactly what this palette is supposed to do, so I like it. The blues are super pretty, I like them a lot. Like I said, I'm gonna do swatches now. So first we'll do double dip. This is kind of like the brighter one. Wow, oh my God, that swatch is so pretty. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Oh my God, so pigmented. So yeah, this one's like more of a brighter blue. Like this reminds me of like the ocean. And then plunge, which is underneath it, is a bit deeper. So we'll do that one next. See, this is plunge. Swatch them next to each other so you guys can see. Definitely different. Like this one is a lot lighter of a blue and then this one is a lot deeper. I want to swatch 16th Street, which didn't really apply well for me, and see what it looks like swatched. See, it swatches so beautifully. So I honestly think that if I could use like my fingers to apply, it probably would have applied a lot better. If you have short nails, it would be great. I just didn't really like the way that that shadow applied with my brush. Like I felt like I really had to dig it in there and it still doesn't look like all that crazy pigmented on my lids. All of the other ones I had no issues with my brush, but that one just didn't really apply that well with a flat brush. But like I said, if you could use your fingers, I think it would probably apply really pretty because it swatches beautifully. And then I do want to swatch Blaze since I didn't get to use that shade. This is like a pretty kind of champagne-y color, which is right there. So you guys can see it kind of blends in with my skin tone, but that is Blaze. Maybe I'll try and use Blaze on my cheeks as a highlight because I don't think there's a highlight in this palette. Maybe I'll try and do that because it looks like it could probably pass as a highlight, so maybe we'll do that. But overall, I really like this palette. I think all of the colors are beautiful and they worked really well aside from just the one that I had an issue with. But I think this is a really, really beautiful palette. I definitely see myself using this a lot in the summer. I like the color scheme and I like the browns with the blues. Obviously my eye look is unfinished right now because there's eyeliners and stuff and I haven't done mascara, but overall I think it's really nice. All right, now there are two liners. I'm gonna take them out. Honestly, I didn't look at the liners and I thought they were gonna be blue, but they're like yellow and orange. I'm kind of like surprised by this, but I'm intrigued. I'm gonna try and use both of them. So let's see where we can use them. Oh, so actually the colors are a little deceiving. It's more like a brown and a gold, so I don't mind that. So I'll do little swatches on, oh, my point on this one broke. I think I might have actually done that when I was opening it, but we'll do a little swatchy. This is actually like a coppery shade. Ooh, that is really, really pretty. Okay, so this one is Lucky. And then the gold one is the shade Gold Mine. Let me do that right next to it. Ooh, that's a very pretty gold as well. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use the brown one on my upper liner and then I'll use the other one on my waterline. I love their 24/7 pencils. I think they're great and they're super, super pigmented, so no issues there. And this shade is really pretty. I hope that you guys can see it on camera because it is very similar to my lid color, but I can definitely see it. It definitely shows up. I think this would actually be beautiful on the lid with like no eyeshadow or anything at all. Like if you just did this as your liner with some lashes, it would probably be so pretty because the shade is like a very, very pretty kind of like burnt orangey brown. Super pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with Gold Mine, like I said, in my waterline. Waterline liner can be hard because it's always hard to like make it actually show up. So let's see. Showing up a little bit. It's not as pigmented as it would be had I put it on like my upper liner or like my lower. The waterline is always really difficult to get a super pigmented color in. So it actually looks really pretty and I like the way that it bounces off the blue. So I'm gonna go pop on some lashes and mascara and then we will test out the rest of the products. All right, so eyes are all done and I really like the look. We're ready to finish off with the face and the lips. So there are two bronzers in this collection and they are their beach bronzers. I know Urban Decay has had beach bronzers in the past, so I don't know if these are new shades that are exclusive to the collection or they're just like the beach bronzers that they put in this collection. I will put that in the description box and let you know if they're new shades or not, but we're gonna test them nonetheless because I don't know that I ever tested them in the past. So we have Sun Kissed and Bronze. I'm gonna put them next to each other to show you guys the difference. They are both matte bronzers. And I honestly wouldn't say that one is darker than the other. I think this one is a little bit lighter than this one is, but they're definitely very different tones. Like this one definitely has more of like a reddish undertone. I guess that's why it's called Sun Kissed, because like when you naturally get a suntan, you do have a little bit of that redness. Where this one, when it's bronze, this is just like a true bronzy color, like a brown, like there are no like red really undertones to it. So I wanna try and use both. So I'm actually gonna go with Sun Kissed all over my face and then I'm gonna use Bronze to contour. Again, since they are matte bronzers, they can be used to contour or as an all-over bronzer. So we'll go in with Sun-Kissed first on the face. Yeah, so this one is definitely a lighter bronzer. I mean, it definitely does show up on my skin, but I think that this could really suit fairer skin tones as well, because a lot of times I do use deeper bronzers than this. But I do like that they did come out with 2 different shades, because that just like widens the pool of people that can be able to use it. So I think that that's awesome. And then I'm gonna go in with bronze to contour and see how this works. It's nice. It's not too dark either, like as a contour shade. Bronzers are good. Now we got nice bronzy skin. Then as promised, I'm gonna try and use that highlight from the palette. Well, eyeshadow. I'm gonna try and use it as a highlight. I don't know if this is gonna work, honestly. But since I didn't get to use it on the eyes, we'll try. It's kind of a small pan, but I'll get my brush in there, into the color Blaze. I mean, it shows up. I would like a more boom highlight, but you could use it as one. I'm gonna go in with a different one though, because you guys know I like to glow. I'm gonna go in with Urban Decay Sin. This highlight is beautiful. Obsessed. Alrighty, and then last but not least, we have 3 different lipsticks. So we have Tower 1, which is a pretty kind of nude brown shade. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the lips. This has a lot of shimmer in it. Oh, wow. So this one is almost kind of like a clear, like it doesn't come off really with a lot of color, it just has tons of shimmer in it. But it actually looks really pretty. I have a little bit of foundation on my upper lip here, but aside from that, I feel like this would be really pretty over top, like a color, or actually over top my natural lip color. It's actually really, really pretty. And it doesn't feel like gritty shimmer or anything. Like a lot of times when there's a lot of like shimmer in a lipstick, it can feel, you know, you can feel it on your lips. I don't get that at all with this. It's actually really nice. And normally I don't like lipsticks like this that are like clear, because I'm like, where's the pigment? But this actually looks really pretty. So that is Tower 1. And the packaging on these lipsticks is so, so pretty with the palm trees. I love it. The next one is Heat Wave. I'm gonna take this lippy off real quick and get the foundation off while I'm at it. Okay, so let's try Heat Wave. Ooh, oh my God, this is such a pretty color. This is like the same as the eyeshadow that I put on. So pretty and metallic. I like this color a lot. This is super, super pretty. I love the metallicness of it. Like, I just think it's a beautiful shade. And like when you have like a deep dark tan in the summer, like I feel like this will be so, so beautiful. And even like on pale skin too though, like I just feel like this is a universally very flattering color. I like it a lot. And also both of these lipsticks feel super creamy and moisturizing on the lips. They're not drying. They're definitely not matte or anything like that, but they don't feel drying or anything at all. Like they feel very like moisturizing and nice. Then last but not least, we have 100 Degrees. This looks like a bold red, but it says that it's a sheer on the bottom. So I don't know if it's gonna be like super pigmented or not. But the color looks really pretty, almost like a coral. Okay, so it's definitely like a muted shade, but it's so pretty. Like it almost feels like a tinted lip balm or something, rather than like a thick lipstick, but like for summer, like I really like that. And you're still definitely getting like pigment. It's just not like a full on opaque lipstick. But again, like it feels so moisturizing and stuff. I really like for summer, I feel like I'm definitely gonna wear this, like for sure. This one actually might be my favorite. I don't know, I actually really liked all of the lipsticks. I actually really liked like this entire collection in general. I actually think it's really good. Like I said, I wasn't like super impressed with the Back Talk palette. I think the lip glosses though, I don't know if they're from the same collection, but the recent lip glosses they launched, I really liked, and the Back Talk palette I wasn't crazy about. But this collection, I really, really like it. I think it's beautiful, and it definitely is getting me in the mood for summer. I feel like these are products that I will absolutely use this summer. So Urban Decay, I'm impressed. I like this collection. Let me know down below what you guys think in the comments. I would love to hear. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Thank you guys so, so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.